Well, the first time you met me, I was looking crazy. After that practice.
She wasn't looking crazy to me.
Insert picture here. Crazy. What's up, peeps? It's Cece.
And it's Johnny.
And welcome to our first YouTube video! Yay! This is our channel, Cece's Jewel. Cece's Jewel is a play on both of our nicknames. My nickname is Cece and his is Jewel. So I just thought it would be perfect. And on this channel, we're going to talk about life, relationships, tips that you just need in your daily, everyday life. And they're going to be jewels, like little jewels that you can take with you and put in your crown. Don't ever let it slip.
Yeah. Okay, baby.
So today we're going to be talking about our first date as well as some dating tips for anybody who is in the dating game and new to the dating game.
Well, I'm excited, y'all. Be ready to engage with us, follow us.
Yes, follow and subscribe.
Subscribe to the page.
And like our videos.
We promise you that things are going to go up, only up from here,
Yes.
from Cece's Jewel. I'm excited to be a part of it, and I'm proud of my baby.
So a YouTube channel has always been a dream of mine, and I just thought this was the perfect time to start one. I'm kind of off of work like everybody else. Kind of stuck at home because of COVID-19. Shout out to COVID-19. Killing everybody's plans. Our first date was unusual, to say the least. There were no reservations. There were no, we're going to meet here. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. It was kind of sporadic. It was kind of, we're going to go with the flow. So,
I am not the planner of the relationship. Let me be 100,000 about that. It's not in my ministry. It's not my calling. That's not who God has called me to be in this season. But, you know, we can do all things. So in one day, I might be better than I am today. We decided to just spend some time together, have a good time. It was important for me to just establish fun. Relationships should not, for me, should not be work and should not be an added burden to your day. Cece and I both are at that time, both navigating school and work and the development of our relationship. Cece has since graduated now, but I'm still currently, pursuing my master's degree. So we juggle a lot, right? And so whatever time we could spend together was important for me.
So the day of our date, I actually was working an event as a student athletic trainer. And I don't think I finished with that event until, it was probably 9 o'clock. It was a long track meet. And if you run track, you know how long the meets are. And I have to stay there the entire time, which I love, but it's a long day. I told Johnny, hey, I'm off. Let's meet up. Let's meet up at your apartment and see where the night goes from there. So I remember I got ready, did my makeup. This is the first time he saw me with makeup. So that was different.
Y'all, she was fine. Well, my baby fine, y'all. So let me just say that. And honestly, our attraction was apparent from the beginning. It was not the makeup that did it.
No.
I'm not really, I have no reservation on whether or not you choose to wear makeup or not. She was cute to me then. She's cute to me now. Whatever she feels comfortable in, however she feels comfortable in presenting herself, I'm okay with that. But she did step out when she came over. She looked really good. I was happy to see her. We were happy to see each other.
Yes.
And she brought food.
And I bought McDonald's. That was our dinner. So there were no reservations at any fancy restaurant. I just said, okay, we're going to get something from McDonald's, something quick, something cheap, and let's just eat that.
I don't know what made you do that. I don't know if I told you to do that. I didn't tell her to do it. She did it on her own.
I did it on my own because I hadn't eaten all day, and I knew we were going to go out and enjoy some, is it libations? Some libations. Okay. And I didn't want to, enjoy that on an empty stomach.
Realistically, she ain't want to come to my crib, with food and not have anything to offer someone else. Right. So it wasn't like I wouldn't pay for food
no.
type deal.
I was just
to
hungry.
clarify that, but my baby needed a meal before she got tipsy, y'all. That's just really what it was.
We ended up drinking. I think we drunk at the apartment for maybe 2 hours before we went out. Now, luckily, Johnny's apartment was right by a street with a ton of bars. So it wasn't like we were going to have to drive anywhere or get in a taxi. A taxi? We don't even use that. We bar hopped pretty much the entire night. And yeah, we had a little bit too much fun.
Yeah, we did. So, Cece's not lying at all. We pre-gamed for a little while before we left.
Yes.
We left my apartment done.
Yep.
But you couldn't tell us that day. You couldn't tell us that we were done because we continued just drinking and having fun.
Yep.
We bar hopped, sipped, and then afterwards, I think we stopped to get food.
Yes.
There
was a Euro truck, like one of those food trucks. Yeah, the Euros didn't make it very long. I think we got home. That Euro came right back up. I think I was the first one to the bathroom. And let me tell y'all what happened. I go to the bathroom. I'm like, I don't feel very well. I told Johnny, look, I'm fine. I'm okay. That was my mistake. I woke up 2 hours later on the bathroom floor next to the toilet. And I'm looking around like, where is this man? And why has he not come to help me? I go out of the bathroom and he's passed out, full clothes, shoes on the bed. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's that.
I did not intentionally lay down and go to sleep. I sat on the bed. That's all I remember.
That was it. So that was our first date.
I will say that there was romance all up and through that date because we had a lot of, one, we're both dancers. We were out dancing, having a good time. Whenever we found bars that had music that we vibed with, I felt like our vibe was growing. We were really, really, we was in each other's face in the bar. It was hella PDA, which I'm not that much of a fan of, but I was that day. You know, that was just something that it was just naturally growing, and we were just, both enjoying each other in that regard. We were enjoying each other in that regard when we were pre-gaming. Before we left out, we had music playing. We were sharing drinks. We were dancing. Everything was in place. We didn't even really have to leave the apartment. No. We still chose to do it for whatever reason, and just to continue with our night. And I feel like that was good too, right? Like, it was not my intent to keep her in my crib the first time we actually had a date. Yeah. It was let's just hang. Let's hang. Let's see how we are as people. Yeah. Who are you outside? People, it's important to know who you're dating.
Yes. Tip number 1.
Right. It's important to know who you're dating and how they are in public, because who they are in public is also a representation of your relationship in your household. Yes.
Tip number 2, be as relaxed as possible. I remember coming over and in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, let's just have a good time. And I think that's important for a first date. You don't want to be super nervous when you go. Of course, you're going to have a little bit of jitters, but I think it's important for you to just be yourself, because that's going to shine through. Your personality will shine through. And your date will feel more comfortable. If you feel relaxed, he's relaxed, you guys will have a good time.
And I think it's important to pay attention to those cues that you rely on to relieve nerves. Yeah. Right? Like, there are certain things that I needed to become less nervous as we were going through the date, right? So I needed to see her, how she would pay attention to me, how was she responding to me, what did she think I was funny, were my jokes funny, Was she funny? Did we actually like spending time together?
Right. That's important.
Right. As we were coming to that understanding, like, oh, this is cool. I like this. That made it easier to be less nervous.
Yes.
For me.
Yeah. Tip number 3. And this is for my ladies. Well, my guys too. Go into the date your best self. Now, that's whatever it means to you. So for me, my best self is, let's put on a face of makeup. Let's have a cute outfit. I threw on some heels. Johnny had a nice like button up and jacket. Even if the date is like you're just going to hang out, present yourself in the best way, because first impressions are everything, in my opinion.
Yeah, and first presentation is not just external either. Before you go out and date, make sure you are ready to do it, right? So when Cece says get ready, we mean as a person, internally and externally. Like, you should be making sure that self is ready. Am I ready to add a new person into my life? When you think about it in that manner, it's a pretty serious business. And when it is in regards to developing personal, intimate relationships with people and who you allow to be like in your circle, in your space in that manner, you should take it seriously. Yeah. And so I like that we built up into our first date, building that rapport, like building that trust to want to date each other. Right? I'm not gonna go out with just any old person. I need to know certain things about the person, yada, yada, yada. So get yourself ready, right? Look the part and be the part.
Yes.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
I'll take tip number 4. Cece's giving me tip number 4. I would say pray before your date. If you are a believer, if you love God the way I love Him, you pray over things that are central to your core, right? So for me, I wasn't dating to be playing, no games. I wasn't dating to just be shacking up. I wasn't dating to be wasting time. At the end of the day, I was looking for something specific, a person that was unique to that piece too. So, and I prayed for that. I said, you know what, God, if this is going to be, something of substance, well, I wanted to be something of substance, so that's what I prayed for. And then if it wasn't going to be something significant to my life, I asked for the removal of it. Yeah, for sure. Let it be gone. As quickly as it came.
So our last tip number 5, is going to be look for red flags.
Oh yes.
Do not look past the red flags. If your date is more than 30 minutes late, that's a red flag. That means this is not important to him or to her. Another red flag is if your date gets too drunk and is inappropriate and is rude. That is a big red flag. Now, for our first date, we were both drunk, so like that's different. But if they get overly intoxicated, offer to drive you home when they are drunk, I think that is a big red flag. They don't care about their safety. They don't care about their health. They don't care about your safety.
I would say, like, even though we were both like intoxicated, I still got sense in home training. Exactly. I wasn't gonna treat CC a certain type of way. I think like the way our night ended was because we legitimately both had too much to drink. Monitor how people consume and how they behave in those areas too. If someone is drinking to the point to where they're belligerent, to where they are being rude and disrespectful towards you, and they have no regard for it or no awareness of it, that's huge. A red flag. I totally agree with that. I don't believe that there's such thing as a so intoxicated to where your person changes. People show you who they are when they get under the influence.
That's a good point.
For sure. They will tell you the truth about themselves quicker than they know and show you things that you should not ignore at all. Give us some feedback on what y'all think, on how y'all think our first date went.
Yes.
Right?
What do you guys think about it?
We both was coming from from different places, different live experiences, and different dating experiences. But I felt like we came together and really had a great time together. Yeah. Despite how I think ended out, I would have preferred for it to end better. The whole duration of it was awesome.
We had a lot of fun.
We had an awesome time together.
So this is going to be the end of our video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe, people.
So you never miss out on our content. We're going to try and post weekly. We haven't gotten into a schedule yet, but when we do, we will let you know. Again, welcome to our channel, Cece's Jewel. And we'll see you peeps next time.
All right, peeps.